birth certificate falls within the legal jurisdiction of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. We've only got 4 back, and so we're going to be going around to elected officials from the governor to the Secretary of State to the Treasurer to the Attorney General to the County Attorney to the Board of Supervisors and say, where do you stand on this issue? This is not about Republican or Democrat. This is about our taxpayer dollars being used for a political investigation. We want to end, especially since Sheriff Arpaio made a pledge that he would not use 1 cent, $1 of taxpayer money on this investigation. And we found out that's all he's used is taxpayer money. So this is why we're here today. We want to sweep up corruption, sweep it out of the legislature, sweep it out of the county. So that's why we're here today, to make our rounds and do this caravan.
Now, despite what all the other politicians want to do or don't want to do, the bottom line is Sheriff Joe's going to do what he wants to do as long as he's in office. So does this really make a difference? Does it matter? Does it peer pressure? We know peer pressure doesn't work with Joe.
Well, because it hasn't been much. When there's no peer pressure, you don't know. All these Republicans have not broken their code of silence from the governor on down. So we've seen other prominent Republican and Democrat governors from South Carolina to New York being forced to resign amidst scandals, sex scandals, or extramarital affairs. We've seen a Congressman Wiener had to resign because of what he posted on things. So this happened. But it's not going to happen without citizens calling them out. So we're calling on Sheriff Arpaio. We want to break through this fear of intimidation and say, you know what? Where do you stand, Secretary Ben, on this issue? Where do you stand, Governor Brewer? And if you don't say anything, then we're going to say you stand with Sheriff Arpaio. You think it's okay to waste taxpayer money on this type of frivolous political investigation. And we believe this is corruption at its core, because we fund over $200 million to that Sheriff's Office to do criminal work. That should be done, but this is something that's outside the scope of business. How is this birth investigation making citizens of Maricopa County safer? Right. That's what we're getting at. So for them to stay silent, it violates every tenet of what a Republican is supposed to be. It violates every tenet of what a Democrat is supposed to be, because it's supposed to be about accountability, about transparency and open government. And these folks, by staying quiet, are saying that they are complicit and they agree with Sheriff Arpaio.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right. Let's head up. You guys ready for all?
Carolyn, maybe she just doesn't understand.
Yeah. Doing these tests a while back just to make sure he's okay. So he's
I guess this is
Here we go. Dan.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Dan Martinez.
Dan, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. We are with Citizens for a Better Arizona. We sent the governor a survey last week asking 3 questions because we want to know where she stands on the issue regarding Sheriff Arpaio's investigation into the birth certificate of President Barack Obama, and we haven't heard back from her. So we'd like to get some answers to these 3 questions. Since you're the spokesperson, I'm sure you can tell us what she feels about these issues.
I don't have answers for you right now, but I'm happy to take whatever material you have.
Have you seen the questions themselves?
I have not seen your questions.
Could I read them to you?
It
won't take but a minute.
Not going to have answers for you right now.
Okay,
but
that's
I'm happy
fine.
to take your material.
Here's what the questions say. Do you approve of Sheriff Arpaio's use of taxpayer dollars, over $10,000, to send a deputy to Hawaii to investigate the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate? All we need is a yes or no. It's not a trick question.
I appreciate your questions.
Number
I'll
2.
take your material. But I won't
Number
have
2,
answers
please
for
let
you
me
today.
The material was
proceed.
faxed to you guys last week.
Do you approve of Sheriff Arpaio's policy of soliciting donations from private individuals and/or organizations to pay for the sheriff's criminal investigation of President Obama's birth certificate? Yes or no? Number 3, do you agree with Sheriff Arpaio that his criminal investigation regarding the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate falls within the legal jurisdiction of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office? We need answers. We need to know where the governor stands on this issue.
I can appreciate that. I'm happy to take your questionnaire, but I don't have answers for you today. This is the governor's office. We don't run the sheriff's office.
We're well aware of
He's
the
his
governor's
own
office. We're pretty aware of
independently
that. She's
elected
also a former
official.
board supervisor. We feel
I
this issue
understand that.
impacts our whole state, so the governor, she should care about our brand and our image. So what we want to know is why she has not returned it since it was faxed. It's not the first time you guys are seeing this. So we'd like to know, why can't we get a response to something that simple?
I'm happy to take your questionnaire, but I don't have answers for you today.
I'm curious as to whether her office did receive our fax. As her
It did.
I don't
It
have an
It's
answer for
confirmed.
that. We receive a lot of material, so I don't have an answer for that right now.
Can you tell us when we'll get an answer?
I can take your questionnaire and try to get back with you as soon as we can.
Sir, we could have left our questionnaire with the receptionist and gotten this much response. Is this the way our governor is going to respond to us as constituents?
All I can tell you is I will accept your material, but I don't have answers for you right now.
Well, you do realize as her
understand
spokesperson,
that.
you represent her right now. So she's avoiding our questions 100%.
I wouldn't say that.
Are you saying that she likes the birth investigation, she supports that, the public use of tax dollars?
I'm not going to have answers for you right now.
She's avoiding our questions.
It's okay. Well,
If no answer is forthcoming, it means that you're complicit by Silence.
Silence is acquiescence. We get it. Thank you.
We
Thank you very much.
understand.
Let's go.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for coming.
Stand up, guys.
Come on up. Come on up. The governor's a yes for our Piles birthday investigation. Thank you. Yeah, sure. But you've seen it. You have an extra copy. Give one to him when you're reading it. We have another copy. Someone give her another copy. There he is, Secretary Bennett. How are you?
Good.
Hi, good to see you.
Randy, how you doing?
Good. We have a question. We sent a survey to your office last week. It's in light of the whole birther stuff that was going on. And we had very simple questions we posed to Democrats and Republicans. And the three questions, the first is, do you approve as an elected official the use of $10,000 of public money to send a deputy to Hawaii?
Randy,
And do you approve of private funds for that?
I've got people waiting for me. I'm going in between meetings, so
Right, well, we want to
if
know
you want to leave it for us, we can check here in a minute. But
Mr. Bennett, we sent it to you last week, and we've been waiting for you this morning.
okay.
So can we get a response today then on this?
It's just
If
3
you'll leave
yes
it-
or no questions.
If you'll leave it with our staff here, we'll get you,
Response.
see if we can get you a response.
Great, we appreciate that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. All right.
We hope to get a reasonable response
There you
today.
go.
And that.
Thank you, Secretary.
Yeah.
All right, so good. We faxed this last morning, so.
He's very busy, Santiago.
And then,
He's too busy to talk to us, Santiago. There she is.
really? Like Doug?
Well, I don't know, they went to go check to see if he was back in his office or not.
Okay. Well, thank
Gave
you.
it to someone to
Oh, good, thank you.
deliver.
You handed it off?
Yeah,
Right on.
that's
All
what I
right.
do.
Okay, no, thank you. At least you smile and you're kind. We appreciate that. And if we're in your way, let us know, okay?
Okay.
We're not here
We're
to,
trying to make a path.
we're not here
Yeah,
to,
we
we're
just
not here to
have,
disrupt your
we do have people coming in.
That would be us too. We're cool people
We
coming
don't
in.
bite, we're
Well, to go make
nice.
deposits.
We don't bite.
You actually ran? You see that? You see that?
It's like,
Oh my God. It's better than a cartoon.
Santiago will make it into one later.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Dr. Carolyn O'Connor,
Hi,
and I'm
Doctor.
with Citizens for a Better Arizona, and we were hoping that we could get a chance to visit with Treasurer Ducey.
Unfortunately, he's in some meetings and he's not available.
We had sent him a fax and a letter about a week ago with the survey, and we were wondering, especially since he's Treasurer of the state of Arizona, he, of all people, should be concerned of how taxpayer money is being spent.
He is, very.
So did he, by chance, take our survey?
This is actually, I think, referring to a county issue, and we don't handle...
Money is money.
uh,
May I read the questions to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. The question number one, do you approve of Sheriff Arpaio's use of taxpayer dollars, over $10,000, to send a deputy to Hawaii to investigate the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate? A simple yes or no?
Okay.
No answer, okay. Do you approve of Sheriff Arpaio's policy of soliciting donations from private individuals and/or organizations to pay for the sheriff's criminal investigation of President Obama's birth certificate? Yes or no?
Again, these are county issues. We're the
Money
state
is money.
treasurer.
Yeah, treasurer.
We
I
beg to
understand.
differ on that issue. I'm
Okay.
Randy. What's
Hi,
your
Randy.
name, sir?
Kevin.
Kevin, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Final
you.
question.
Just, no, hold on, yeah, one more question.
Final
I'll-
question.
Yeah.
Do you agree with Sheriff Arpaio that his criminal investigation regarding the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate falls within the legal jurisdiction of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office? Yes or no?
All right, I'll again reiterate that although you may disagree, that the state treasurer's office doesn't comment on what we see as a county issue. I understand tax dollars are tax dollars, but this is an issue that's being dealt with on the county level, not on the state level.
Yes, and just what's your title and position, just so folks here know?
My name is Kevin Donnellan. I'm the Director of Communications and Legislative Liaison for the Arizona State Treasurer's Office.
Great, and we want to thank you for
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
out and speaking to us. The thing, we just take a little issue with, you're saying this is a county issue. Unfortunately, what Sheriff Arpaio does is not stay in the county, it reverberates across the state and across the country. His policies impact whether businesses come here or not, whether they invest money or not. It affects our bottom line. And so we come in him as a leader, not necessarily just a treasurer, but as a leader, an elected leader, a Republican leader, saying, where do you stand when this type of waste takes place? My sense, he lives in Maricopa County. Sheriff Arpaio is his sheriff. So it's not just about his position, it's about who he is as a citizen, a resident of Arizona. So we believe as an elected leader, whether the treasurer, surely he can have an opinion on this. So we're asking people to stay, not to break their silence. This is not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is about bottom line spending, right? And what's taking place in corruption. And so if someone's a treasurer, surely he has an opinion. And so we're not going to allow people to no longer say, oh, we don't have an opinion because it's a county thing. Sheriff Arpaio is not a county problem. Unfortunately, it's a statewide problem and a national problem.
Right.
Okay.
And
Well,
it's
we're,
so
we're in-
basic. He's
It's
taken
just
time
so-
from our
it's-
tax dollars to investigate a federal question that has been answered and answered and answered. You know, he's questioning the President of the United States.
And Hawaii certainly isn't in Maricopa County.
well,
It's not his jurisdiction.
Okay, we're in the state treasurer's office. This is the lobby of the state treasurer's office. The county treasurer is just a few blocks down the road. This, from our perspective, and from not as a citizen, but from an elected office's position, is a county issue. This is county business. So I wouldn't be able to.
So he's not going to respond to this thing? He's a,
He who remains silent acquiesces.
Yes, so he's
Can
Okay.
we at least give it to him?
Yes,
Yeah,
please
absolutely.
take this to
All
him
right,
and
thank
at
you.
least.
And
Thank you.
if he chooses to respond as a personal resident of Maricopa County, that's fine
That's
too.
fine.
He's a leader.
Okay.
He can't run away from
Right.
the fact he's a leader. He just wants to focus on this. This is something we're asking other people. We're going to Senate President Pierce's office next. We've gone to kind of Secretary of State Bennett, who's going to respond at the end of the day. We've gone to the governor's office. We got kind of stonewalled by Matt Benson, and we're going to end up in the county attorney and county board of supervisors. So we agree. But this is about elected leaders not staying silent any longer when this type of stuff is taking place.
But also,
Leaders
That's a lot.
have an obligation to set the
speak.
bar.
but it's about, I think it's really important that he understands his role in supporting fiscal accountability and the rule of laws with regards
At all
to
levels.
money.
Right.
Okay. I'll
All right.
pass on that message. I appreciate your
Thank you
time.
very much.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Doctor.
coming out to
Thank you.
speak with us.
Thanks.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Take care.
Thank you.
Take care. Nice meeting you. Take care. Thank you. Thank you.
Is that because witches, like a wicked witch of the west upstairs?
I didn't know we were supposed to bring any.
She could take them.
Signs stay outside, sir. Signs are not allowed in the building.
Can we leave them right here and pick them up on the way out, or behind the desk or something like that?
Outside. They're not allowed.
Right out here.
Outside.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Put them right here and we'll pick them up on the way out. We just want a safe place to pick them up, that's all.
No problem.
Yeah.
If he would have gotten any more physical, and so today we're going to drop a thank you note, so we want you to sign that. And now we're requesting to see if Senator President Pierce is here. I understand you're representing his office?
Yeah, Jana is with us.
Oh, you don't work at his office. Why can't we call someone from his office?
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that you were with this office.
With this support staff.
Can we just circulate the thank you card? So can we get calls to Senator Dave Shapiro's office to have someone come out for
Do you have
that?
a pen? I've got one right here.
We have a pen here, if you guys can sign it here, and we have a phone number to Senator Shapiro.
Do you want, so we can give him the,
Yeah, can someone call David Shapiro's office?
what's the number?
We have the number. Can you call someone from the center?
You need me to hold your broom?
Sure. Also, your support.
Isn't that your job? Isn't that your job to call and
Support staff for Senator Pierce?
Right now, I actually deal with
Here.
Is that, are you Sergeant Arms? Oh, I got you.
Here, everybody want to sign the card?
Please sign this over here.
Sign the card.
Tasha, you guys sign it. Thank you, David Shapiro, for signing it. Having the courage to fill out a 3-part survey.
Yeah.
Why is it important for you to do this tour today?
It's important because this is about leadership. This is about people who do Democrat or Republican issue. Unfortunately, Sheriff Arpaio does not stay only in Maricopa County and taxes all. And so there's this code of silence going on. It's something as simple as, do you want public dollars to be used for this investigation? Yes or no? Do you want private donations and from individual organizations to fund these investigations? Yes or no? These are very simple questions because this is about corruption. How are we going to have a county sheriff who's going to use private money to fund criminal investigations? That's what he has a budget for. So it's about them taking a stand and no longer cowing to the sheriff who just, was over the top and using our taxpayer dollars that he promised not to use on this investigation. We want them to speak on this issue.
Where else is the tour going?
Next, we already went to the governor's office and went to Secretary of State Bennett, who actually received us. He will be
Hi,
this out within today.
this is a message for Democratic Minority Leader David Shapiro. I'm with Citizens for Better Arizona.
Our next stop is here at the President of the Senate's office. We're going to be going to the Speaker Tobin's office. We're going to the
Thank
Attorney
you
General Warren's office.
for signing on to our questionnaire labor cards. So hopefully you can give us a call back soon. We can thank you so much for filling out the survey.
Secretary Bennett.
My phone number is 480-280-0151.
Communications, we can look at it in there. So that's where we're at so far. We continue on right now. We're going to thank Senator Shapiro, who actually filled it out. Minority Leader on the House side, Chad Campbell actually filled it out as well. So we're going to thank those folks. And then we're going to call out the Republican leadership and say, well, right, this is a Republican issue. It's about the abuse of taxpayer dollars. And you're staying quiet. If that was a Democrat bill, Sheriff Powell, they'd be all over it. So we're saying, stop playing this game and just be true to your values. And so this is a way to hold them accountable. So we'll see what they do. If I was a Republican legislator, I'd love to sign something like this because it speaks to what they stand for. But unfortunately, they're running away. They're turning this into a political game rather than a fiscal game. And so we're just tired of it. So that's why we're doing the tour today, to kind of give people a chance to be going on record. They also received this fax last week, so they all have it. Since we're just trying to collect it now. The deadline was Friday, and so we're here to collect on the survey.
How far are you prepared to go?
We're going to go, because we call this the research and action phase. We're going to give them all an opportunity, then we're going to escalate, because if they stay silent, we're going to say, you stand with Sheriff Arpaio. And I can assure you the majority of Maricopa citizens, the majority of Arizonans do not support the Tea Party issue on this whole birther issue on the president. The majority don't. Of course you have those extreme right wing that do, but the majority don't. So if they want to hook their trailer to Sheriff Arpaio, they're going to do it, and we're going to expose that and tie them to it.
We're prepared to sweep them out of office, Randy.
We're here to sweep this all out.
Sweep them all out of office.
Have we contacted this other senators who are here? Senator Shapiro's office?
Yeah, it only went to answering. So
maybe you can help us. Can you contact Senator Shapiro's office and help represent him? No one there. What about Senator Pierce? You're doing it both. Okay, so no one's home. You got the card done?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. So this one is for
David Shapiro.
David Shapiro. So thank you, note for actually having the courage to fill out a simple survey.
He just secured my vote in the upcoming election.
And then we got extra survey. Do you have an extra survey?
Yes, we do.
This is the survey we want to give to the President of the Senate. We'd like to get a response on that. So the two things we want. All right, here you go. All right. So we're good. We're good here. And there's no response. Let's go over to the Speaker's house. Dan Martinez is already over there. Let's go, folks.
Lead on. Thanks for all your help.
All right. Someone can call Chad Campbell's office.
Okay.
Let's go over.
And I know John Clark started to go through security. And he just said, they said something about taking it from him. And he said, well, that's not happening.
Like magic.
How was the survey? Was it mailed or faxed?
We faxed it and we emailed it to them. And here's a copy of the survey. Along with a letter of
If they come down, we'll give it
a
to
cover
them.
letter. We have a fax here. We have the survey here. Thank you.
All right, we'll all have Jim sign in then, okay?
Right.
All right, thanks.
Come on, guys.
All right, they're going to have a special investigation gentleman come down and speak with you, so you just need to know the process of how it was done. So if you can all sign in for me, I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Great.
Just
Thank
get
you.
your names on there and I'll do the rest.
Thank
I'll
you.
make it simple. We'll have an investigator
Here we
come down. Make sure you show them what you faxed us, and that'll be
right.
just fine.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, anytime.
We're here as citizens coming to our Attorney
No,
General's
they're
office.
just investigators of the day. They help out with different situations in the lobby. That's
Yeah,
all
but
it
this is not, we're here to do business. We're not here to be a special thing in the lobby. We're here to deal with the response from our office.
That's just the procedure of anything that goes on in the lobby. That's not like for consumer or like for civil rights. It's just another option that they have to help out constituents in the lobby.
We requested to see a we requested to see a Attorney
I
General.
understand. This is the first step of the procedure. He'll talk to you guys and then he'll go from there. Okay? He'll explain how that works.
All right.
Is there somebody who's not an investigator who's a spokesperson for him?
They are a spokesperson for it.
All right.
That's just one of their jobs as a duty agent.
You're going to come down now, I hope.
It was more than any time in Arizona's history. And so, you know, it does pull back a little bit on the 120, but it's been a big difference between when it was only Ed Pastor forever, and then it was only Ed Pastor and Alcohol, and then, you know, 4 years ago, and then it's been back.
All right, so they're playing little games, and they're saying they sent someone down. Oh, we thought we sent someone down. Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming. Oh, yeah. So nothing's going on. So we just left it here. You can come and fill that thing out.
Nice of them to leave the AC on here.
All right. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the county building now. So let's move out.
All righty.
That's over on 301, isn't it?
Yeah, 301.
We were told to come here, right?
This is an appropriate place because it's the county treasurer.
Right, this is where we were told by the state treasurer to come and represent. The state treasurer told us to come here to the county treasurer. She doesn't, is he here?
I'm getting Mr. Browning, who is the office manager.
Mr. Browning, the office manager.
That'd be fine.
Is Haas not in?
I don't think Mr. House is it. Is Mr. House in? I don't think so. I called Mr. Browning already.
Did you see this? Did you see this? This is hilarious.
You guys all together?
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Good morning, sir. Dan Martinez. We're a group called Citizens for a Better Arizona, and we're here to deliver a survey to Mr. Hoskins.
Who's not in right now?
That's okay, we'll leave it with you. The purpose of this survey was to ask elected officials to respond to the birther investigation that Joe Arpaio conducted on President Barack Obama, his birth certificate. And this was sent out a while back to most officials, but we didn't send one to Mr. Hoskins, so we're doing that in person today. Here's the 3 questions that we would like for him to respond to, and we'll follow up on it. But basically what it says is, do you approve of Sheriff Arpaio's use of taxpayer dollars over $10,000 to send a deputy to Hawaii to investigate the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate? Yes or no? Simple answer. Do you approve of Sheriff Arpaio's policy of soliciting donations from private individuals and organizations to pay for the sheriff's criminal investigation of President Obama's birth certificate? Yes or no? Finally, do you agree with Sheriff Arpaio that his criminal investigation regarding the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate falls within the legal jurisdiction of Maricopa County Sheriff's Office? The reason we're bringing this to you now is because the state treasurer told us that this is an appropriate place questions can be asked of, because this is the county treasurer's office and Sheriff Joe Arpaio is the Maricopa County Sheriff. So we would like for Mr. Hoskins to take a look at this and respond. We will follow up.
You have a card or something for him to get back to you?
Sure, sure.
So contact information on the
It's all down at the bottom here.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'd appreciate a response within the next week.
See what he does.
Is it all possible?
Thank you very much, Mr. Browning.
I give it to him. No problem.
Thank you.
You will give it to him, sir? We have your word on that?
Yeah, I'll give it to him? Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Definitely.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
You bet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Carol O'Connor, and we're with Citizens for Better Arizona. And a week ago, we sent County Attorney Bill Montgomery a cover letter, and a survey asking him to take it.
Just a moment. Let's get to what helps you. You're what?
We're with Citizens for Better Arizona, and a week ago, we sent Bill Montgomery a survey with a cover letter concerning the birther investigation by Sheriff Joe Arpaio, and was wondering if he had a chance to respond to the survey yet? And is there any chance we can meet with him or
one of his representatives, please?
You want to see County Attorney? We want to see Bill Montgomery.
Let's see Bill Montgomery. Here's the survey we sent.
I'm on the phone here.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get someone to help.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. That's all right, thank you. And we... Thank you very much.
3 questions, yes or no?
It's annoying.
Okay. The county attorney is out of state at conference, so he's not here right now. Let me give you some numbers that you can contact. This is the guy that does his scheduling.
All right.
And you can contact him to set a time that you can meet with him. This guy's name will be Joe DeMonico.
Oh, DeMonico.
Give me his desk number. 602-506-1260.
Okay.
And then
Can you do me a favor? This is why we didn't get an appointment. We thought something like this would not need an appointment. It's a basic survey. If you can take that to him, that would be and if he wants to still meet, that's fine. We don't need to meet.
I can take it back here.
Yeah, this is why we're here. We don't need
I can take it.
Okay.
But what you need to do is, he does his appointments either by, like I say, direct contact.
No, I understand that. I'm just telling the reason why we didn't do an appointment because we faxed out last week. It's a simple survey. We don't want to waste his time. We know he's busy. That's why we don't need to sit down to go over the survey.
Just in the future, in case you need to see him again.
Yes, we'll do that.
Well, let me give you some more information. By letter, by fax, on fax number?
No,
we already faxed it.
It's just you're telling us that for even something like this, we need to have a meeting. So we'll follow the meeting. Hopefully he can respond to us.
It's good to give him an agenda too.
Well, it's right there.
Yeah, right there.
You got it.
Cut and dry.
So you can take that to him. It's very simple.
Thank you very much for helping.
Thank you, Mr. Plummer.
Dash number 263. All right. Hello, how are you?
This is the survey.
Okay.
I'll drop it off.
Okay.
And this
I'll give it to Fulton. He's not in the office
Okay.
today. He's out in East Town.
We appreciate that.
No problem.
There's that vote that came out last time, which you're aware. We just want to see where he stands on these particular issues.
Sure.
Yeah,
I understand.
He's my supervisor.
Okay.
Very much so.
Okay. Okay.
And we will, we're going to be at the Board of Supervisors actually tomorrow.
Okay.
Is he going to be attending the board tomorrow?
Yes, he will. And I will remind him of perfect time for him to answer to this. How's that? I will remind him of that and have him be prepared. You're welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure. No problem.
Good service.
Good to see you.
All right.
That's my job.
Tell him we want to come back with a thank you note.
Yes, I will. I will pass that along.
Excellent. Yes, we called. They're not here, right?
They're not here.
They're not answering from District 3, Supervisor Kanasic,
No
and
one's in their office?
No.
Supervisor Wilson.
5, District 4, District 3.
no
And
one's-
this is Mr. Manis.
Hi, how are you? Great. Okay, so we passed over a survey to County Manager Mano, and our concerns were with Citizens for Better Arizona, and our concerns are with the wasted taxpayer money, or the money that has been spent to investigate President Barack Obama's citizenship. So we are asking Mr. Manos to answer this survey. They're very simple questions. We're asking him if he we understand that in order for this trip to happen, he needed to approve it, and we want to confirm with him. We want to see with him. We want to hear from him if he approved that trip before Sheriff Arpaio
He's
sent
on
his
record. He
certificate.
did not approve it. He's on record.
Okay,
Right.
all right, beautiful.
I got a phone call saying this.
That's right.
Excellent, excellent. So what we want to know is where he stands with if he if he approves the Sheriff Arpaio's use of taxpayer dollars, spending over $10,000 to send a deputy to Hawaii. Number 2, does he approve Sheriff Arpaio's policy of soliciting donations for private individuals and or organizations to pay for Sheriff Arpaio's criminal investigation? And number 3, if he agrees with Sheriff Arpaio's criminal investigation regarding the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate.
Well, does he believe it falls within legal jurisdiction of Maricopa County Sheriff's Office? That's the issue. So is he here?
He's currently in a meeting.
Is there a way, can we get a response to these things? I think that's too much
All
to
I can
ask.
do is, of course, provide him the information for him to take appropriate.
We appreciate that, and tell him that we will be at Force of Ours tomorrow, and then if he can let us know. And if he doesn't want to fill it out, we'd appreciate saying, look, I'm not going to fill this out for whatever reason, but we just want to get a response from him on this particular survey.
Yeah, I will, of course, give him the
Yeah.
information.
And have you received the survey on Friday when we sent it?
I don't recall. We get, of course, so much correspondence.
Well, good.
All right. Well, we, as Brenda said, we'll be at court tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.